Okay, so our topic for this video is about the legal, ethical, and societal issues in media and information literacy. So here's the outline. So, what is piracy? So, when we say piracy, this is the unauthorized reproduction or use of copyrighted book, recording, television, program, patented invention, and trademark products. So, piracy involves the unauthorized distribution, sabi ko nga kanina, of any products or any copyrighted materials which deprives the creator and businesses of their rightful earnings. So it limits kasi their earnings when it is being reproduced illegally. So this violates the intellectual property laws designed to protect innovations, fair compensation rather, and creativity. So yeah. Next is intellectual property. So when we say intellectual property, this is the set of rules that gives people and businesses the right to own and control their ideas and creation. So it protects things like inventions, books, music, movies, logos, and brand names as well. Yes, brand names. So um, this is made so that others can't can't steal or reproduce or copy them without any permission. So the main reason for intellectual property laws is to encourage people to be creative and come up with new ideas by making sure that they can earn money from their work and decide on how it is being used. Okay. So intellectual property is protected by law. So number one is the World Intellectual Property Organization, or WIPO, and the Republic Act number 8293, which is the Intellectual Property Code of the Philippines. So this both deals with intellectual property rights, but it differs in scope and functions. So when we say WIPO, or the WIPO, or the World Intellectual Property Organization, this is a global organization under the United Nations, and it helps countries to create and enforce intellectual property laws, promoting international cooperation with patents, copyrights, trademarks. Ayan. So when we say Republic Act number 8293, this is a Philippine law that specifically protects intellectual property within the country. So it's within the Philippines. This ensures creators and businesses that they will have an exclusive rights to their intentions, works, and brands. So in short, when we say WIPO or WIPO, these are WIPO sets the global IP policies, while RA number 8293 enforces IP laws in the Philippines only. Okay, so let's move on to the next slide. So there are different types of intellectual property. We have copyright, patent, trademark, industrial design, and the geographical origin. So copyright is actually the legal protection given to the creator's original work. So it is the creator's rights over their original works. Okay. So these are can be books, music, movies, arts, and software. So it gives the creator the exclusive right to use and reproduce or distribute or even sell their work, which could help them prevent others from copying or using it without their permission. So copyright helps protect creativity and ensures that artists and writers and the creators as well can benefit from their work. they can earn from it. However, this does not last forever. So there is a certain period that the work may enter in a public domain, which we will discuss later on, meaning to say, when we say public domain, anyone can use it freely. Okay, it's copyright. So here's an example. So copyright in this example is the musical work composition of my ex-boyfriend, Charing, of John Legend. And so um, the copyright is being represented by the symbol C over there. So this one, letter C there. This one, the letter C. And then, so this also protects the lyrics and the melody of the song. So in example, in this exact example rather, John Legend wrote the All of Me song, the song All of Me, and he owns the copyright for the composition as songwriter. Now, for the P copyright or the sound recording, so the copyright of the specific sound recording, which is represented by letter P here, so this protects the actual recorded version of the song. So in this example, the record label Good Music Columbia Records own the copyrights of the sound recording because they produced and released it. So a song has a two different copyrights. One for the composition, which is the letter C, and the other one is for the sound recording, which is letter P. Itong nandito sa P. So the singer songwriter or the songwriter rather owns the composition copyright, which is John Legend, while the record label usually owns recording the recording copyright. Okay. So as you can see in this example, there are still many covers in the YouTube, but have you ever wondered why these covers was not taken down? Or why is it some of it is accepted? So covers are often allowed because of the fair use. So some covers may be considered transformative or educational, though it is a sabihin natin, a little bit gray area when it comes to that. Another is licensing agreements rather. So YouTube is or has deals with many music publishers that allows the covers of the song. This is often monetizing them through ads. Kaya makikita ninyo yung mga videos nila, they have the so-called advertisements. Yung bigla ka na lang magugulat in the middle of the video, maiinis ka because there is an advertisement. So another is the owner's choice. So some rights holders allows the cover because it helps them promote the original song. So that's the reason. Well, not all copyrighted content is treated the same. So some copywriters or right owners strictly enforce their rights and block contents, while the others allow or monetize user-generated content like cover songs. Sometimes, for you to be able to for your video not to be able to be taken down by YouTube, sometimes you need to change the pitch. Kailangan mong baliin yung kanta to own the song. So okay lang yon. And then you can also put there the copyrights ad lib na alam kong nakikita nyo na rin yon. So parang you just state there that you are not the rightful owner, but it is used for example, educational purposes. So, pwede yun. Hindi yun makaka-copyright. Okay. So, this is the duration. So, for literary works, this is during lifetime of the author plus 50 years after death. So, ibig sabihin, when the author died, you need to wait 50 years after its death para sabing free to use na yung product niya or yung book niya or yung ano niya, ginawa niya. As well as for the arts, so 25 years from the date of creation. For photographic work, yung mga pictures. So this is 50 years of publication, same as true with audiovisual work. Ayan. So these are also some of the examples or the validity period rather. Let's move on to patent. When we say patent, this is the legal right granted to an inventor, giving them exclusive control over their invention for a specific period of time, which is think kung di ako nagkakamali, that is 20 years. So this prevent others from making or using or selling intervention or invention rather without permission. So patents protect new inventions, process or improvements that are usually non-obvious. So what's the difference now between patent and copyright? So when we say patent, this is or patent protects the invention and innovation, while copyrights protect the creative works. So a patent requires a formal application and approval. You need to apply that, while copyright is automatically granted when the work is created. Si patent in the Philippines can be applied sa National Museum. Way back when I was in college, dun namin in-apply yung patent tong ano namin. And then, for copyright, as long as you own it, at ikaw may sariling gawa, by the time na ginawa mo yon, you are already been granted the copyright automatically. Okay? So, yeah, these are example of patent designs. Here you go. So this is the secret behind Michael Jackson's gravity defying lean. It's the shoes. So this shoes actually is protected by a patent. It was expired in 2005 for non-payment of maintenance fees. Yan. So nawala yung patent niya. So that is what do you call this? The secret behind it. Let's move on to trademarks. So when we say trademarks naman, this is actually a symbol, word or phrase or logo or design that identifies and distinguishes a brand, product, or service. Okay? So from other this make a company or a product unique that helps consumers to recognize a specific company and protect businesses from others using the similar mark. So the difference now between patent, copyright, and trademark. When we say trademark, these are the brand's identity, ensuring the logos and slogans and names and the taglines are unique and recognizable. While copyright this protects the creative work itself, while the patent protects the invention. Now, what is trademark now? What are the different examples? The first one is the logo of McDowell, which is M, and its tagline, "I'm loving it." But if you are in the Philippines, that is love ko to. Ayan. We also have Jollibee, and it's Bida ang saya. We also have the Starbucks coffee. For BDO, we find ways. So that is the tagline. So now what is trademark infringement? When we say train trademark infringement, this happens when someone uses a registered trademark logo or name or slogan without any permission in a way that could confuse the customers or it can damage the brand's reputation. For example, using a similar logo or brand name, so, for example, the Starbucks or selling a fake or imitation products katulad nung Crocs and clocks na tsinelas natin. We also have the domain name squatting, registering a website like for example mcdonaldsburgers.com without any permission, hindi naman si McDonald's ang gumawa. We also have a misleading advertising. So this is a brand falsely claiming that they are associated with another well-known company. For example, ito yung mga usually naging reason or way ng mga scammers to to um to get the attention of the client. For example, yung clickbaits, yung akala mo picture, and then when you click on that, it will direct you to Shopee. This one of the sample of misleading advertising. So here's another one. It's the industrial design. When we say industrial design naman, this refers to the visual, aesthetic aspect of the products, which include shape, the pattern, the color, and its ornamentation. So it is protected under the IP law or intellectual property law to prevent others from copying a unique the product's unique appearance. So here's an example. So the protection of the industrial design actually protects the looks and the feel of the product and not its function. So it also must be new and original to qualify for protection, and it is usually valid for 5 to 25 years depending on the country. So these are examples of industrial designs. For example, the shape of the helmet, yeah. Even the Coca-Cola shape. So bawal gayahin yung Coca-Cola shape. The unique car designs and furniture styles, and examples. The headphone, the pattern and layout of luxury handbags. So it is protected by industrial design. Okay. Always remember that industrial design protects the unique visual appearance of the product, and this ensures that competitors cannot copy its distinctive look. However, it does not cover how the products work. So that would fall under patent kapag it's the function that we are talking about. Let's go to the geographical indications and affiliation of origin. So geographical indication or the GI and the affiliation of origin, which is AO, are both intellectual property rights that protects the products linked to a specific geographical location sa lugar kung saan siya ginawa. So due to their unique qualities, reputation, and traditional production methods. So let's explain further. When we say GI or the geographical origin, this is a sign, name, or symbol used on products that came or come from a specific place. Special qualities or reputation is also, or it has a special quality or reputation due to its origin. For example, the strawberry jam, ayan, champagne in France, sparkling wine. Pag sinabi kasi natin champagne, it came from France automatically, di ba? So, another is that the quality is, sabi ko nga kanina, the quality is linked to its geographical area. But it may not require uh, production steps to happen there. It doesn't have to be ginawa lahat sa lugar na yun to say that it is a product of that lugar. So if it was invented or created in that place, then it can be claimed as geographical indication. Okay? But when we say affiliation of origin or the AO, this is the stronger form of GI, which requires all production, processing, preparation. It must happen to that certain place for it to be claimed that that product is a Cebu Delights mangoes. So, hindi mo pwedeng sabing Cebu Delights mangoes yan if it is not created in Cebu. Okay? So, ganun ka-stricto si affiliation of origin compared kay geographical indication. Okay? So, the product's characteristic depends entirely on the location, including its climate, raw materials, and its product methods. Let's move on to fair use. Fair use is actually the legal doctrine that allows limited use of copyrighted materials without any permission. So this can only be possible if it is for commentary, criticism, reporting, research, and teaching. So yeah, it can you can only use this with these different kinds of reasons. Yan, yung mga pinakita kong lima dyan. So, fair use is majority of the content is must be created by you, or it was you who made it. You should also give credit to the copyright holder. So don't make also don't you cannot hindi mo siya pwedeng gawing negosyo. So that's fair use. Let's go to Creative Commons or the CC. So CC is a licensing system that allows creators to share their work freely while still maintaining some rights. This provides people to legally use, modify, and distribute creative works without asking permission, as long as they would follow the license term. So, what are the license terms? So, first one is you need to encourage sharing and collaboration. You need to give clear rules. And yun yung mga examples ay mga conditions. You need to help the educator and artists and the researchers find the content that they can legally use. So these are the different characteristics or the things that you need to specific rules rather that you need to follow in using the Creative Commons. So number one is the attribution. You must credit the creator when you are using their works. You cannot own what you do not own. Hindi pwedeng maging sayo ang hindi sayo. So yun ang isang rule ni Creative Commons. Another is non-commercial. You can't use it for profit or commercial purposes. Hindi mo pwedeng pagkakitaan kasi nga it is not yours. Next is no derivative work. So you can't modify or change the original content. And the last one is that you need to share alike. Um, you need to share alike. Yan. So you can change the content, you can modify the work, but your new version must have a CC license as the original. Hindi na tawag nating basis ko lang po. So if the creator allows attribution and non-commercial, you can use the work as long as you credit them and don't make money from it. If a work has an attribution and a share alike, ayan yung combo niya, you can change it but must share your new version under the same license. But if the work has an attribution and no plus no derivatives, so you can only use it as is without making changes. So you need to bear in mind those different things. Okay? Don't worry, I will send you a copy of your reviewer. So as you can see, this is a comparison between traditional copyright, Creative Commons, and public domain. So when we say traditional, this is the strictest protection. You cannot use, copy, adapt, or publish the work without the permission of creator. So it applies to all original works such as books, films, and music or etc. So as soon as they are created. But when we say Creative Commons, this allows a work to be used without permission, but only under a certain condition, which is it is attribution, non-profit, and yung mga yan, din-explain natin kanina. So, CC allows modification and some restricting to commercial use. Now let's go to PD, or the public domain. So the public domain completely is free to use. Works can be copied, adapted, and published with no restriction at all. So this applies to very old works. This is before 1923. Works who has copyrights have expired. Works that creators intentionally placed in a public domain, baka naman kasi ginawa niya for public use. So yan, that is possible. So when we say copyright, just to clear things down, when we say copyright, this has a full protection, no use without permission. Ibig sabihin, this is the strictest. When we say Creative Commons, this has limited use and based on the creator's rule. When we say public domain, this is free for everyone with no restrictions at all. Remember that. Okay? So I think that